guys. Good to see you all. How are you? I hope you're all well. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Because I hit the live button. I've been watching you talk in the chat, so I know it's connected. It's good to see you. Oh, veggie soup. That sounds yummy. I love it because normally I'm using a new streaming service. Can you guys hear me okay? You hear me all right? Yes. Hi. I love it because normally. Hi, everybody. There you are. Have a delay going on here. It's good to see you all. Yes. Good to see you all. And I'm sorry. First of all, let me say hi to each and every one of you individually. Hi, Teresa Ford. Hi, Flowing. Hi, Fatima. Dolly, my sister. Hello. Mwah. Good to see you all. Oh, my goodness. I'm using a new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, streaming software. And so far, I really like it. It looks like StreamYard. It acts like StreamYard, but it's prettier. It's better. I'm just trying it out with the free version right now. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this. It's called Restream. And it acts and works just like StreamYard. So switching over was so simple. So yeah, I'm probably going to get the professional version so I can have my intro and all that stuff come up. Right now, no, not with the free version, but that's okay. I can have up to 6 guests at a time. You know me, I don't have a whole lot. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, Flowing. Excuse me while I wrestle my microphone. Yeah, it's really cool. And it's got the colors of Ukraine for a frame. And I just couldn't the tropical flow, that water in the background, that moving background. I was like, ooh, that's cool. And it comes with the stream. I mean, I didn't upload anything because I can't yet. Good to see you guys. Oh, and in answer to your questions, my little man, goes to the vet today at 3:10 this afternoon for his second shots and a checkup. And I believe he gets his first rabies shot today. That's a bummer. But he needs it in case for some reason he gets out because we have a rabies epidemic going on here. And I want my baby protected, Hey, I'm not putting all this work and loss of sleep into nothing. He's perfect. He's great. He's over here. Let me show you where he's at. Get it untangled from the microphone. You can see my dirty corner over there. See him? Him sleeping on top of his house. His head's about to fall off because it's hanging off. That's what he spends a lot of his day doing. And then guess what he does all night? He plays and investigates. He's super smart. Super duper smart. So, yeah, this is really cool. I can actually participate completely all in here. I don't have to have my phone as a backup. Because before you want to do anything in the chat, you got to do it in your phone. Here, I can do it all on the computer. I won't, but yeah. Sleeping in the sun. Yeah. That's the kitty TV window. Can you believe my other kitties took up that whole space? If they were both up there, there was no more room for a third cat. He's so little compared to those other two. Oh, yeah. And he is an Arizona wildcat in every word, in every way. That's, hi, Jenny! Hi, Jenny! Good to see you. good to see you. Uh, wow, this is going to be a great day. I just, I feel so good. So good. Yes, and hi, Mr. Reuben. I would love to see Koru and Reuben together. That would be hilarious. Koru wouldn't know what to do with that big bird. A dove flew over him and landed in the bird bath. He was right where he is now. And boy, he took off into the condo really, really quick. It's amazing how just in 2 weeks he's gone from not being strong enough to get up on the top of that thing all by himself to hopping over this week. I mean, after 2 weeks, he's hopping over on the bed. He's hopping on me. He uses me as the sounding board, literally. We play. He fuzzes up like a Halloween kitty, and he's every bit a healthy, happy kitten. So I feel really good. He scared me so bad last week. He got that abscess. And I want you to know he has a little tiny little spot that looks like a little pimple. And that's all he has left. The little scab, from a pimple. That's it. And I want you to know the amount of that came out of him was at least a tablespoon. Well, he's only 2, 3, 4 pounds. I know you were sleeping. Yeah. You either It's it's not so much working nights. Nights can be really boring or really active. I always found the night shift to be one that you were just in your own world all day, all night. You're disconnected from everybody and everything because you're sleeping when they're doing and yeah. But yet at the same time, work is not as hectic. Um, I don't know. Yeah, working night shift sucks. We did. I thought about you so much, dear friend. So very much. Yeah. Well, you guys, got a frog in me throat. I went ahead and pulled the 100 mindful prompts card. I usually do that anyway, just because it kind of gets me in the mode and the mood for doing this. And it's a great card. It's a Buddha quote, okay? And it's so perfect. We've got 2 weeks left until the election. I voted already. Yes. And that's part of what we're going to talk about today. Is not just me voting, but how that changed everything in my attitude. I voted. We'll get there. Anyway, I digress. This card is from the Zen category, obviously, if it's a Buddha quote. Whatever has the nature to arise has the nature to pass away. Let me say that again. Whatever has the nature to arise has the nature to pass away. Whatever comes will go. You either notice your thoughts or you don't. Unnoticed thoughts control your actions without permission. Meditate today on your thoughts. Where are they coming from? You're like me. You hear that voice. And it's like, I don't know, when I was a little girl, they called it my conscience. Where do you hear that? Where does that come from? Meditate on that today. That voice that we all called our conscience, and some of us still call it our conscience. I call it my intuition. And a lot of times it's spirit guides now. But meditate on where are your thoughts coming from today? Where did they originate from? Did it originate from a voice? Was it a teaching? Was it yeah. I know. Well, how do you not care about this election, Fatima? We got people as far the whole world. It affects everyone. That's the thing that people who do not vote and never have voted don't get. They don't get it at all. how much influence the United States has on all the rest of the world. I apologize for that because I really get hungry for your influence. I'm sick and tired of Americans. I love my people, but privileged. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I just want to see people be people. So meditate on your thoughts today, and I'm glad you care about this election because the way you pray and bless people, my dear, that's why Kamala's going to win. Anyway, for tonight, the other side is no one ever steps in the same. Oh, God. Yeah. God, goosebumps have started from my heart out. No one ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and they are not the same person. You are always changing. Take comfort in the opportunity for growth that this provides. And that quote comes from Herodotus. No one ever steps into the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and they are not the same person. You're not the same person you were a half a second ago. That's why this make America great again, again, again shit is stupid. You can't go back. We can't change the past. We can only learn from it, grow from it, and some parts of it we should make sure that no one ever forgets, but we don't dwell on it either, like the Holocaust. We can't ever forget that. We can never let anybody forget that that happened. But, I'm the child of a World War II vet, so I kind of have a strong feeling about that stuff that happened during those days. This card today is fantastic. Yes, we are the drops that make flowing. Yes. Okay. See, look, it works like StreamYard. We're the drops that make the river. We are understanding that. By the way, honey, I'm sorry your fibro is raging today. May I suggest that if you at all possible, can you get in a warm river? Is there a way you can take a warm bubble bath or, um, if nothing else, wrap up in an electric blanket to help with your stiffness? I'm getting it. I get it. I get it. Oh, I know. When has America ever been great for all American citizens? I don't want to go backwards either. Because even it wasn't even great for them old white boys either. They had their struggles. They can't you can't walk this planet without having struggles. It's the whole reason the planet is here. Is the whole reason humanity is here. Is to learn how to have emotions to deal with struggle and growth. What is it like to grow and become better and rise and keep going up and up and up, level up, level up, level up? My Italian grandma came here from Italy and fought for the USA in World War II. Thank you very much, Flowing's Italian grandma. Yeah, my daddy was in the Navy during World War II. Make America greedy again. No thanks. Again. I think we're kind of talking about country based on capitalism. And what's number one thing in capitalism? Get as much money as you can as fast as you can so you can spend it as fast as you can. Or hold on to as much as you can and just let it grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But don't you dare let anybody else have any. Oh, no. Sorry. It's just, I'm in a really good mood today. Can you tell? Anyway, one of my cards of the day, I'm doing card of the day is from this deck. Whoops. Can you read upside down? From this deck. The Dreamweaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And yesterday's card was, no, the very first card. That was Sunday's card. Was when the grit becomes a pearl. And I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about pearls. You do know pearls come from a piece of sand or shell or coral that is irritating the hell out of that creature that's inside that mollusk shell, whether it's an oyster or a pearl. Of course, it's an oyster. And so, just like what we do, you get a sliver or something in you and it goes way deep, it'll build a scar tissue capsule around it. Like your body is saying, oh, there's something that doesn't belong here, but we'll hold it out separate. It doesn't fight it, it doesn't get infected, it just holds it out separate. Well, that's what is happening with the pearl. There's a lubricant in the shell and that the oyster kind of sits in. It's kind of a slime. That's what makes oysters slimy. That lubricant is the calcium that makes the inside of the shell have that iridescence. Pardon me. That iridescence. It is also what forms that protective around that piece of whatever that's irritating the oyster. That's what makes the pearl. So when they make cultured pearls, they'll take a little tiny round bead or a little grain of sand or a little grain of piece of glass, and they'll stick it under the oyster in a certain place, and it'll start building that encasement around it. Yeah, it is the October birthstone. I love the pearl. So in our I take what you need deck, I was just messing around a while ago and this one fell out. You deserve to feel good for being exactly who you are. And look at what we have in the card. Who cares if you irritate somebody? You're not, who gives a rippity dip? You're not here for their benefit. You're here for yours. You're here to learn what you need to learn, not what they're here to teach you, although they are here to teach you. But you get to be selective in what they teach you. It doesn't like when you were a little kid and you didn't know and you hung on every word they said. So, yeah, you take what you need because you deserve all the good for exactly being who you are. Just being you. You got up this morning and your bedhead is beautiful and wonderful. So glad you're here. So blessed to have you all. It just, yeah. Every card I was, because I always warm up by shuffling the cards in every deck because I put my energy on it as I'm sitting here to start. And I'm giggling and watching you guys talking to each other as I'm doing this. And cards are falling out. They're flying today. I have magical flying cards today for some reason. I don't know why. But everyone that's fallen out has been boom. Boom. That's why you jumped out. So Spirit's like really connected to me today. Yeah, there's a pearl on the card. Oh no, your bedhead is not beautiful. It's pretty frightening. A spiked bedhead. Hmm. Yeah. Mine looks pretty much the same. It goes back in. I sleep in a ponytail or a braid. If I don't, I'll choke myself. My, I'm not kidding. Pieces of my hair will get wrapped around my neck. Oh my god. TMI. Too much information. Oh my goodness. That's funny. So yeah. Hey, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have this long hair. It's been fun, but I find myself every couple weeks or so clip, 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 clip down on the bottom of it. It's got so many split ends down here. I need to just go right to about here and cut it off. Cut it in half and then let it grow again. You hate bed hair. I like bed hair. You want to know some of the real side of a person, you wake up with them in bed. You want to know what somebody's really like first thing in the morning. Mwah. I love you guys. Yeah. You want to know what somebody's really like? Wake up with them. I didn't say go to sleep with them. I said wake up with them or be there when they wake up. Oh my goodness. You can sleep with them too if you want. You're adults. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I was doing the stones. I tie a knot in the string. See, right here. So it's just about big enough, just big enough for the largest stones to fit through. As you can tell, I have three picked. So I'll turn the bag upside down like this and I shake it. And until three stones pop out. And that's how I've been picking the stones lately. Pretty fun. The three that we got a while ago are blessed or blessed, joy, and nature. Yeah, my blessed noi, my blessed joy is in nature. I have rented lips today. Just woke up face. Chrissy calls me squishy. I don't know what my just woke up face is. I'm scared. I never look in the mirror when I first get up to pee. I'm scared. I'm scared too. Oh my goodness. Because I know, see, I have all these back during COVID. I have new hairs all growing along the side of my face, and they're coming in curly, gray old lady curly hair. And they end up in my eyelashes in the night. And so I wake up in the morning and all my hair is like this. All those little pieces are all towards my face and they're all white. All the joys. Hey, but I'm celebrating. I'm my crone. I love my crone because my crone just told me I'm no longer classified as disabled anymore. So I celebrate that. I finally made it flowing. I've been on Social Security disability since 2003. And they finally kicked me off. And I'm so happy because in February I turned 67. That is the legal retirement age. And I had enough worked enough quarters to retire. So they are automatically switching me. I don't do anything but just ride it out. They switched me October 1st, they switched me from Social Security disability to Social Security retirement. So I was like, y'all, they can't kick me off Medicare unless they kick everybody off of Medicare now. Or I do Medicare fraud, which is kind of stupid. What would you do something like that for? So yeah, I'm celebrating being finally retirement age. So yeah, doesn't mean my fibromyalgia or any other disability went away. But my money and everything is no different except for one huge, I mean, it's the biggest P I live with. I see I've got some from Social Security Administration in the mail, and my heart sinks because was always terrified that for some reason it was renewal time or there was some mix up somewhere and I wasn't going to get my pay that month. And that shit's gone. I don't have to think about that anymore. Because once you get on Social Security disability, it's like you're constantly proving you're sick. And that's no way to heal. It's backwards. So I'm glad I wasn't on private disability, because let me tell you, they have people that go around and follow you and take pictures of you. And if they see you doing something that maybe fibromyalgia people can't do, although there's many levels, and Jesus, fibromyalgia is confusing because it's so variable. Uh, but if you're on private disability insurance, they'll do everything they can to kick you off, to get you out. So that's the difference. It's like I got this little cat. This little cat brought in all this new stuff. I got him on the 7th of October, and I found out that same Friday that I came home after adopting him. I thought, oh God, what have I done? I didn't even think this through. And I get my mail, and there's something from Social Security, and I'm like, oh no, now what? And it was like, oh wow, I adopted this new life into my life, and look what it brought right away. The change, it was wonderful. You'll be 64 in November. Okay. 64 was hard year for me, I think. Yeah, that was COVID year for me. I actually COVID year wasn't as hard as it was for a lot of people, because I'm already stuck at home pretty much. So nothing really changed, except in a way my life got easier. I got deliveries to my house that I didn't have before. I had to walk to the grocery store. So I have a backpack that's for painting, plein air. Plein air is when you go and you sit outside and you do your painting. Plein air, in French, it's plein air. Yeah, that's how I look at it. You're sitting out in the plein air painting. Anyway, and this backpack carries everything except for your easel. It carries your paints, your brushes, and all that. It's a big, tall backpack. Like, took all my paints and stuff out of that, and that's what I used to use when I go to the grocery store. And I have to be careful what I bought at the grocery store, because if it was too heavy, I couldn't walk home with it, because I couldn't make it home because the fibro. So it was like everything was set up before to be an obstacle. Everywhere I turned, it was like this resistance obstacle. And it took me doing a lot of thinking recently. Where did that come from? Why was it always an obstacle? Most of the time, we create our own obstacles by our choices. So, yeah, by our choices, we create these obstacles. So then I got to looking at the choices that I had made that went kind of correlated with the struggles. It was all on me. Universe gave me what I asked for. That's why you have to be careful with your thoughts. And when you're asking the universe for stuff, be careful how you ask it, because the universe doesn't have an interpretation level. It's not looking at you to see intention of interpretation. Now, does this word mean in her intention this, or does this? It doesn't look that way. Oh, I heard my phone go off and I was like, okay, no problem. No. Oh, of course I will. Yeah. We're family, that's what we do. We share pictures. But yeah, so today I kind of wanted to talk about release, because after I voted on Friday, I on purpose didn't put the ballot out to go out until yesterday, because I was going to put it in my mailbox with my mail carrier, and they have a new. Oh, let me see. Where's the ballot at? Here we go. Let me show you what they're doing here for us. It is the best thing I ever heard of. I had 2 pages. The ballot was 2 pages long. There was so many propositions and referendums and stupid stuff. But you see these little barcodes? Those little QR codes? That's so you can track your ballot through the damn process, y'all. That's my code. So I can follow my ballot. So I should be able to, hopefully today or tomorrow, be able to follow it. Make sure it's recorded. That's pretty cool. So, but the feeling of release that I got was all of a sudden I didn't give a shit what happened in politics anymore. What did he say? What did the orange say this time? Oh, ha ha ha. Now I laugh at him because it's like I'm on the outside watching now because I did my part. I can't do anything more. There's nothing he can really do or say anymore that's going to shock me because I also have known for many, many years that the man speaks in code and you can take what he says to the bank. Everybody thinks he's saying stuff, the quiet stuff out loud. No, he's not. He's just being more clear. He's always been like this. Central Park 5 is my example. He's always been like this because his daddy was like this. His daddy was a member of the KKK. So, the thing that I really wanted you to understand, once you mark that ballot, and it was just blue, 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 blue all the way. Once you mark that ballot, you seal it all up and you turn it in, and it's over. It's in the hands it needs to be in. All of a sudden, the outcome matters, but the in between, the next 2 weeks, I don't really care what happens the next 2 weeks unless there's a terrorist action or something. They can say or do whatever. I don't care. And because I did my part. I have 3 of these shirts. I got 3 shirts. This one actually is my favorite because of the lotus. I love it. The red, white, and blue lotus is perfect. And I just absolutely love this shirt. It's my favorite. So, yeah. And I was thinking, am I going to wear it to the vet? Hell yeah. I voted already. I'm done with that. But I'm still going to, I want her and I support her. So, yeah, I'm going to wear this to the vet. They're animal lovers. They'll get it. And the vet it's a veterinary clinic that's all women. All the techs, um all the vets, they even have customer and client support so that you can call and ask them questions about stuff. So it's like having the kitty nurse on call. It's pretty cool. Even though was a kitty nurse. Yeah, I don't know if that's considered to be propaganda or not to wear your shirt, your clothes. I know in 1976 when I voted for Jimmy Carter, I wore my Greenpeace t-shirt and I didn't know if they would let me in or not. And they did. They didn't even look at it twice. I was in college, voting at the college. They didn't look at me twice. But, in those days, that's when Greenpeace was just getting started and it was really, really controversial. And I was a member. I've been the hippie liberal girl my whole life. I was raised in the National Park Service where everything is protected, even the very finest grain of dirt, soil, even that rotten root, that little green frog. It's all protected. So to me, that's just everything. Everything should be that way. All the living things, it's life. It's sacred. Um, so here's another card for you. I just happened to look down and see this. These are those come in the little plastic deal. I love this deck. Make a difference by showing up every day and doing your best. It actually card says, I make a difference by showing up every day and doing my very best. A person trying to shine a light on the stars. When was the last time I did my best on something? How did it make me feel? What can sometimes get in the way of me doing my best? And what habits set me up for showing up every day to do my best? These little mindfulness cards are wonderful. They really are. This is a neat little deck. You can take it swimming with you because it comes in a plastic container. It's not waterproof, I'm just saying. But if you're a backpacker and you want to have a daily little boost before you start, or you camp or whatever, even if you just want to use it out in your patio on a not so nice day. I think Dolly, what I would do is I'd call the DNC, call the DNC office and ask, or call your county recorder's office. They'll tell you. County recorder, you got questions about voting, y'all. You call your county recorder. That's where your votes are recorded. If for some reason they can't find your name, go to a polling station and ask for a provisional ballot. They even had that in our voters pamphlet this time. That if for some reason there's a mix up, you have the proper identification, you can go and demand a provisional ballot. That's like an absentee ballot, but you're standing there in person. They have to give it to you. It's federal law. Oh, here's another good one. I'm just looking at the card underneath. Today, I choose to be the very, very, very best version of myself today. I love it. What does the best person of myself look like? Well, she's got her hair in a ponytail and she got earrings on and a hat. Not a lot of makeup. I tried. I had it all out here and somebody thought it was all toys. When do I act, look, and feel my best? And how can I strive to be the very best version of myself every day? It just goes with this one perfectly. What gets in the way of me being the very best version of myself? And who inspires me to be the best I can be? That's a really good question. You know who inspires me? It's people who leave me comments. The comments that go on the videos and stuff, they really are important. I don't think you guys realize how important hitting the like button and leaving a comment is. I'm not asking that you go back after the live is over and leave a comment in there. You're doing it here. That's fine. But when you watch somebody else's uh videos, always, if you liked it, let them know. Don't be mean to them. I'm just saying, hit the like button if nothing else. When it takes, I am in such a habit of hitting like button. I do it automatically on the way in, whether I like it or not. You put that video up, you put the time into it, I'll like it. I might not agree with it, but I'll give you a like because those are important. That and the views mean more than subscriber numbers or anything else. You asked me what deck this was. This is the Growth Mindfulness Affirmations deck. And it is pick a card at random or select one that speaks to you. There is no guidebook to it. If this is the guidebook, it's the back side of the title card. um, Consistency is the key to choose what works best for you. It's time to reprogram your mind to eliminate negative and self limiting beliefs so that you can live your best life. So we can all be like Koru and sleep on top of the condo. He's living his best life. Oh, to have a cat's life, huh? Hunt when you want, sleep when you want, eat when you want. You're welcome. It's a terrific deck. And it's small. It's the same size as a regular poker deck. So it's really easy to shuffle. And it comes in this little plastic case that clicks closed. I got it on Amazon. I didn't think it was like 12 bucks. 11, 12 bucks. Not expensive. And it every day it has those little tasks on the back. It's pretty cool. It's a fun little deck. Fatima, yes, she always goes back and leaves a comment after the show in the comments. So thank you so very, very, very much. Every single live stream she's in, she does that. So I thank you. I really, really do. Um, Heck, I thank all of y'all for being here. Who wants a card? I'm in the mood to read some self-care cards. Who wants a card? I can even, this is the cool part. Now, before what I was doing last week, just by doing it through YouTube, I had no way of marking who wanted a card. I can mark it in here just like StreamYard. You just click the star and there you go. It tells me how many people. So would someone like a card? A card or a reading? Because I'll just keep going until the story stops. You know me. I just keep pulling, pulling, and pulling. This deck is a good deck. I mean, since we're all girlies in here, it's kind of girly oriented. You're lingering at the moment. There's a guy here giving an estimate. Oh, your garage again. Ah, you didn't know he was coming. They kind of do that anyway. It's all right. That's pretty cool. That's no problem. No problem. So, Teresa wants a card. Okay. I'll start with Teresa. Yeah, it's not an oh no flowing. They're they're gonna be doing some lovely upgrades to the garage. Yeah. They got all kinds of things planned for their house. She was showing me the 3D model of what she's designed for the house. It's pretty cool. We do. So many wonderful people. Jenny wants a card. Okay. Yes, we do have wonderful, beautiful people on YouTube. I I was just thinking a while ago, if I were to quit YouTube, what would I do? I don't have a big channel. If I only have 2 or 3 people show up for my live, I'm cool with that because we'll have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a lot more fun than 2,000 people in the chat. The chat's moving so fast that you can't even read it. Like some of the giant channels. So, yeah, I can't imagine not doing this. I've been doing it forever. You haven't had a card since wow. Well, you've been sleeping through it all. No problem, sweetheart. So, we'll start with Teresa. And what do we get for Teresa? Well, I grabbed 2 off the top. The first one is, oh, yes, build your strength. And I'm interpreting that as though it is saying build your spiritual strength because see her third eye? She has her eyes closed and she's looking at the world through her intention. She's looking at the world through intuition and through her third eye. When you're observing and you can observe through your third eye, whoa, do you get different messages. Hey, Care Bear! Good to see you, honey. Yes. Oh, you love the Taco Tuesday? Hey, been doing Taco Tuesday now for over a year, I think. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, Teresa, back to you. Build your strength up. If that's your spiritual strength, that's what I'm hearing. It's your spiritual strength. Stop asking why and just go with it. Just go with it. Just go with it. Let it happen. Because, out of the swamp grows the lotus. So don't be afraid of the dark waters that come up when you're in flow. Because they will come. They will come up. The other card I have for you is to start making a gratitude list. Right now, especially, I don't know what is going on for you in your life, but make a gratitude list. And there doesn't have to be any set number of things that you're grateful for. Some people, oh, I do 3, I do 5, whatever. Just do however many you can think of. And then later on in the day, go back and look at that list and elaborate on why you put it there. Why is it on my gratitude list? Why did it come up for me? It's great to have a gratitude list, but it's even more powerful if you reflect on why you're grateful for it a little while later when you can read the list, when you've walked away from it and you can read the list from a cold boot, basically. You tell I'm a computer person. Build your strength. And together, it's telling you, build your strength in gratitude by observing the things that you normally would not see. And this is going to be for all of us because all of these solar flares, uh, everything that's been going on in the cosmos out there is affecting us and how we observe and see things. I don't know if you've noticed a difference in it, but boy, have I. The clarity is, also the veil is thin. So this combination of this time, the 29th through the 2nd of November, the 29th of October through the 2nd of November is one of the most powerful times of the year because of the veil. That is Halloween and All Saints Day. That is when we celebrate and venerate our ancestors and everything that they created and everything that includes you. They created you. You're the hope of 1,000 generations. Stop and think about that. No pressure there. No pressure there. You're the hope of 1,000 generations. Jenny needs a card. When I look at it that way, I realize how much our ancestors love us and loved us before we were. Don't you love the people that are coming, your descendants? Don't you love them? Well, they did us too. Oh, there's a nice card for Jenny. What am I getting, Jenny? Jenny, I don't know if you're getting a break at home or not. Yeah, ancestral trauma to clear. Absolutely. And I really think that's why it feels like the veil is kind of extra thin this year. The solar flares, the shift, the um, UAPs being more prevalent, the fact that full disclosure is coming quite soon, uh, just so many things right now are like, if you really connect to it all and try to see where it all connects to each piece connects to the next piece. Keep trying to get that brain to connect to the tongue was hard. If you can do that, that's you make it fine through this. There's going to be so much going on around us that we have no control over. Yeah, you're having vivid dreams. Yeah. I don't even my meditations are like massive active. Yeah. You keep talking in your sleep? I've always done that. I get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep at a time because of the kitten. I sleep when he sleeps, and right now he's sleeping and I'm not. So, I haven't had 8 hours sleep in 2 weeks, but I get 2 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours. We play really hard in between and we eat a lot. And then we do it again. The full moon, let me tell you, this last full moon, once again, because of the new things in my life have been that was that, yeah, that moon. I did 3 gallons of moon water and I've already drank all 3 gallons of it. Just usually I save it for first thing first hydration in the mornings. This time, all day. I just been drinking it. My body needed it, I guess. That was the directions I was given. Have a glass. So, yeah. So, what this is saying, Jenny, you've been working hard, my love. You've been working hard for what, 2 years now doing this? Traveling nurse bit. I love what this card is telling you. You're it's a 9 card, which means you're getting close to closure. But it is telling you to watch a movie. Go relax. Don't worry about things. This really is for all of us. Just go relax. Find the things that bring you comfort. Focus on the things that you can do to bring someone else comfort. Um, and I don't mean focus on comfort, I mean focus on the service that goes with providing comfort for others. Because it's in seeking comfort that we find greed and sloth and, right? Gluttony. So, greed, yeah. We can't be going down those roads. But relax. I want you to understand you can't mess this up, first off, because what's destined for you is coming for you. It's not going to go to somebody else, it's coming for you. Even if you did not ask or manifest it. What gifts have been designed in this contract of you're walking the face of the earth right now? Those gifts, my dear, they're coming for you. And that's a good coming for you because they're coming for you, in service to you, because you are in service to others. I'm sure it's been a learning experience. You know, when you asked me that question, and you were looking for what you should do, Teresa, hi, good to see you, greeter. Good to see you, hugger greeter. I love you. um, when you asked me that we did that reading, and you asked me you wanted a reading on, what you should do, and I got that you needed to travel. You said you were a nurse, and I was like, travel nurse. And there you go. And then you got the job while we were still live. It was like, what? Yeah. It's amazing what can happen when you're doing this. It really is. the things that can happen to these wonderful, beautiful people. So, anybody else want a card? Got 5 more minutes. I can pull a card for all of us from this self-care deck. Because every single one of these that I'm pulling for everybody else is for us too. So, yeah. I'm really liking Restream. So far it's been very smooth. Very, very smooth. You know why? It's designed to work with Mac. It still has limitations with Safari, but that's because Safari's very limited. But it works wonderful with Chrome. So, yeah. So, you found a birthday sister in one of your, really? In one of your elders in South Dakota. Whoa. That's cool. Oh, Dolly wants a card. Okay. Dolly. Card for Dolly. Yeah. Let's see. Dolly. Oh, I love it. I want to see if you honor this today or in the next couple of days. It's telling you to go for a massage. I'm hearing a lot of this from all of us. We need to let it go. Everyone, I already voted my drop off ballot box and I voted all blue. Woohoo! Teresa! So we're celebrating. We're talking about the release that comes with knowing that you voted. It's wonderful. It's like now, you guys, I don't care what stupid shit he says. I don't care what the media is going to try to make me afraid of. I did my part. I did what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, Restream. Restream is really, really cool. I really like it. I'm using the free version right now, and the free version had this animation that's going around the outside. It's nothing new. You can't upload anything into the free one. You get 6 guests on the free version, and this border of the yellow and the blue, it has stuff really oriented a lot to Ukraine. I've been very impressed. Very impressed. You'll ask Chrissy for, there you go. Get a massage. And I'm looking at reflexology, seeing her hand down here. Whoop. Hand and foot and neck. Those are reflexology areas. So maybe that'll help you unblock some chakras. We've all got them. You know, I agree with you, Teresa. It's crucial. It's I can't imagine not voting, but then I voted in every single election. Local, federal, state, and county, whatever. I voted in every election since 1976. It's unusual to find a person with an October 29th birthday. Didn't really think about that. Never really noticed. My birthday falls the first part of February, like half the world. February 3rd. You know who else had my birthday? Belle Starr, that famous outlaw in the Wild Wild West. Yeah. She died on my birthday. No, she was born on my birthday. Buddy Holly died on my Buddy Holly, the day the music died. That happened on my first birthday. Ha! That's why I'm doing this, my dear. I told StreamYard over a month ago to shove it. That made me so mad. But then I learned details about what happened there. StreamYard was sold out twice. It's not the original StreamYard. It's not the original Gage and those guys. So, and I'm wondering if they came over here to Restream, because let me tell you, Restream works with Android and with Mac. It's working beautiful with Chrome. So if you've got Chrome, you can do it on either one. And I'm doing it through my browser. There's nothing to download. And you can use it from your mobile phone or a desktop. It's $19.95 for the paid version. And then there's a pro version that I think is 38 something. But it's cheaper than StreamYard was in the first place. And all the comments, all the screen deals, it is almost identical. So the switchover is simple to do if you're not a computer person. So yeah. So far I'm really liking it. You guys like it. This is the first time I'm using it with you guys. So. Yes, Dolly's birthday is the 27th. Bruce Lee and Bill Nye the Science Guy. Well, that's an interesting combination. That kind of, oh my God, that sums you up to a T. My science friend who was really into martial arts, just ask her broken up arthritic hands. You have an iPhone. Yeah. Oh, no, it was originally written for Apple. So it has a few more limitations if you do it with Safari, but it works with Safari. StreamYard never worked with Safari. I have Zoom, and I tried live streaming once from Zoom, and let me tell you, you have to set it up in 3 different places. And then when you press live, you have to press live in 2 different places. Even though you can stream directly from Zoom to YouTube without using a browser in between. It's complicated to set up. And it was just like, nah, this is so easy. I was like, are you sure this is not StreamYard? It surprised me. So, Dolly, yeah, get your massage. Optimistic and spiritual and lively. It is you. It is 100% you, my science person. Oh, Star Wars, Star Trek. Yeah, that's Dolly. Oh, I love it. She and I were laughing the other day. I was telling her this cat hops like crazy. I said, I don't have a rabbit. I don't have a cat. I don't have a rabbit. I have a cat bit. And she's like, no, they're called cabbits in anime. Oh, and there's even furries that are cabbits. What do I know? Right? You like Streamlabs. Well, you use OBS those on your lives and your videos. That's the other thing you can do in here. I can record my videos in here too, but I record in Zoom. Zoom compresses it nicely so that it goes just slides right into video edit on Canva with very little issue. I tried doing it other ways and I had a problem every single time. So you're a Gemini? I'm Gemini rising. Yeah. Furry cabbits. Yes. That's his Karoo. Karoo the cabbit. Oh, I was just looking at him. He is every bit his name. He's 100% growth, new energy, peace and harmony we're working on right now. Yeah. He's 100% peace and harmony because he's sleeping. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You remember when you were in school? I love this flying. I'm glad you put that in there. You remember when you guys were when you were in school And you're getting ready to graduate and you're thinking, I'm going to go to college. And after college, I don't ever have to go to school again. Do you remember those days? Yeah. I've never stopped going to school. Of course, I went to grad school. That doesn't help. But I mean, still, I love the academic world. I like learning. Yeah, Gemini rising. I'm a triple air. I'm all air. I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius is my sun. Gemini is my rising. And Leo is my moon. Your dad's February 7th? That's why you were born in November. February 7th is a good day. Ron, Unconditional Love Tarot, his birthday is February 6th. He and I usually do a birthday live stream together. It's a lot of fun. You still have dreams about missing tests? Oh man, do I get that? Oh, I'm looking. We're over an hour, y'all. I love this. This is fun. Uh, well, I kind of do that too because when I have a big deadline coming, especially one that requires a lot of texting, I will dream of getting texts on my phone in my dreams. Yeah. You're a Pisces, 15th of March. Yeah. Oh, so you're almost an Aries. Yeah, you are. You're always learning. Yeah. That's the whole point of being on the earth. That's why we're here, is to learn. The actual, real, true reason why our souls come here and enter little bodies is to learn what are emotions. What are they all about? So that's why we have to have struggles. We have to have an emotion that goes with it, right? We have anger. That's an emotion. To learn about it, you got to have struggles. So that's why you have all these things happening, is to help teach you about your emotions. So if you're one of these people who's focused on being like Mr. Spock and you're going to shut your emotions down and going to kill your ego and all that, good luck. Good luck. You're defeating the purpose for even being here. Rose voted! Yes, Rose! Yes, yes. This is a great day. I love it. And then just in time, my dear, I'm pulling a card for both of us and I grab two. Okay. There's two things the Spirit's wanting us to know, you guys, that are very, very, very important. Yeah. You did? You wore it inside to vote in Texas? Hey, Dolly, there you go. I love it, Rose. I love it. Woo, that's terrific. Spirit is celebrating that. Spirit is telling us to get in the flow like water. Deep dive. Don't be afraid, because I tell you what, you can breathe in this water. You can breathe better in this water deeper down than you can up on the surface. So dive in. Can you tell I'm so happy? That's exciting, because I was just talking about release that comes after you vote. All of a sudden, you're not all in that fear mode of, what if? You did your part. You've done all you could do. What more can you do? The only other thing I was thinking I could do is drive people to the polls, but I don't have a car. If I had enough money, I would rent a car just to do that. Maybe I might do that. Random act of kindness, y'all. Anyway, flow like water. Go with it. Don't resist. Relax. Let it go. Okay. No, this is not Frozen. Your moon sign is an Aries? Ooh. That's good though. I like Aries because you never have to second guess an Aries. They don't give you a chance. They just come in. Here I am. That's why I love Aries. You know, I always find myself comparing Aries, Taurus, and Sagittarius because they're all kind of that kind of a creature. And I don't put Capricorn in there because Capricorn is more the human, the upright. The body part is the bull in kind of in all of those. And all three of those are very upfront, no second guess. Um, it's pretty awesome. Your mom was a gem. My mom was a Taurus, and you never had to doubt. You never had to second guess what she meant. She never said things that she didn't mean. That's one thing about a Taurus. It's like they're so grounded. Um, you can bank on a Taurus. You really can. Taurus moon rising calms my Gemini side. See, I get chatty Katie because of my Leo. Between the Gemini and the Leo. And then you get up in my head and you got the Aquarius and Gemini. And it's like fairies having a party up there. They're having a pool party in my head. Aquarius and the Gemini. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyhow, the second card that we got is to make sure so that you can breathe in this flow because it's a different flow than any flow you've felt, this deep water flow. So you can breathe in it, you're going to need to spend some time alone. Even on a busy full house day, especially on a full house day. Doesn't have to be an hour alone, but find 5 minutes alone. Even if that means go and wash the dishes, clean the freaking toilet. Somewhere where you're by yourself and you can think, or you can not think. Somewhere where you're by yourself where you can breathe and hear. And you'll notice, where's she at? She's dancing around on the top of the waters of the deep flow of the ocean. So I had to put that by the pearl. Understand what is happening with you right now is you're becoming, instead of being the irritant, you are becoming the pearl. You are becoming wonderful, miraculous, and beautiful. It's all a polishing act. Like fine silver that gets tarnished. It has to be polished, right? You got to take the tarnish off. So all these little abrasive little things that happen to us, like, oh, this bill didn't get paid right, or, StreamYard doubled their price. Because that's what they pretty much did. Let me tell you, that is all the stuff that makes you perfect and round and shiny and smooth. You ever feel a pearl on your teeth? That's how you can tell a real pearl, too, by the way. Rub a pearl across your teeth. Your teeth grow and has these little lines, that up and down lines, right? They're like tree rings, but they're up and down. Well, tree rings grow that way, too. But if you take a pearl and you rub it on your tooth, it's like taking a piece of freaking sandpaper. Pearls are not as smooth as you think they are. So there you go. Blessed joy in nature. Go find your space in nature. Find some alone time and sit in the flow. And vote early, please. I won't tell you necessarily that you gotta vote blue, but if you love this country and you love democracy and you want everybody to have a chance for some harmony and some peace for a change, vote early. Get it over with, because the release that comes with knowing you've already done your part and there's no more October surprises or whatever that can change how you're thinking or change your vote, because it's done. You can move on. Yeah, Chrissy, her computer blew up, right? So she's like, oh, bummer. So now she's going to have to save up for a new computer and stuff. They go to the casino on Saturday, last Saturday, because they always put bets in on football. And just, did a little thing. And Dolly, what'd you get? $180? Something like that. And Chrissy got like $500. Boom! They're paid for at least half of her new computer. So they went right directly to Best Buy and bought her the computer she wanted. See, the universe provides, you guys. You just have to believe it and go through life like it's going to happen. When it happens, it'll happen. Because everything happens in divine timing, not yours. Just relax, breathe, go with the flow, find some alone time, and do some Oh, I didn't tell you my random act of kindness. I promised to tell you this, and then we'll go. The day that I adopted Koru, I was going to also adopt his sister, Lucky. So I would have had Lucky and Koru. I would have had my own Lucky cat. And she was a tuxedo as well. She had a black chin. She was really, really cute kitty. Medium hair, just like him. And so I thought, oh, I'll just take both of them, because nobody else was really looking at those kitties but me. And there was this lady who was with me, and she's asking me lots of questions about the kitties, and that particular litter that I was so in love with. And she says, but they're all adopted. And I'm like, why, you want one of those kittens? And she's like, yeah, but they're all adopted. And I said, well, not exactly. I was going to adopt 2 of them, but if you want one of them, you can have the little girl kitty and I'll take the boy kitty. So that's what we did. And then I got to thinking after I got home. Her name was Wei, Wei. That is Chinese. And I got to thinking about her. I had noticed looking at her, she had on a wig and it was pulled back in a ponytail, a ratty ponytail, ratty wig. She had on a mask, a medical mask, and she had on gloves. And I didn't really think much about it because COVID, I didn't. But I'm at animal control. Nobody else there is wearing gloves and masks and stuff except this one lady. And then it hit me like a ton of rocks. She was a cancer patient, y'all. And she was there to adopt a kitten. And she wanted one of those kittens from the litter. And Spirit told me, give her the girl. So I did. That whole day, I just went with whatever I was directed to do. You want to talk about a random act of kindness? That could make all the difference in the world, whether that woman's chemotherapy or radiation, whichever she was going through at the time, could make all the difference on how successful it is. Having that new life come in. So when I say do a random act of kindness, stay in the flow. Do what Spirit says. Don't question it. It's amazing what happens. You want to talk about a blessing from me? Wow. It was huge. And so on that note, I'm going to send you all out telling you, I want to hear your stories of random acts of kindness that you do for people. I wanted that kitty big time, but that lady needed that kitty. And Spirit just told me to do it. And Spirit tells me to do stuff, I do it. Because when I don't, it blows up in my face every time. I thank you guys for being here. I love you very much. I won't hold you up any more of your day. I appreciate your time that you spend with me. You're my friends, my sisters. Thank you. We'll see you next time. And I love you all so much. Take care.